Well, Gab's here.
I've been thrown today.
Yeah.
I was on autopilot this morning from Creative Cubes East Melbourne to Creative Cubes Balaclava. Now we're sitting here in South Melbourne. We've got a Mac instead of an iPad. James has 2 cameras instead of 3 cameras. This is going to be one hell of a vlog.
I'm looking forward to this one.
All right, we're going to start local, then we're going to go global. Do you want to talk about the budget and the impact on capital gains tax, or are we just going to bypass that and leave it up to the memes?
We are not. I am furious, and it better not pass.
Yeah.
It better get thrown out, because if it doesn't, a lot of people are going to leave Australia.
Yeah, I mean, in the LinkedIn eco chamber, it looks like it's all about founders and stuff, but it's also small businesses. It's also, shares and
So
investors.
on the record, we have 35,000 businesses that use Creative Cubes on a monthly basis.
35,000.
35,000.
Proud to say I was in the first day.
Yeah, they come in and out, and I get to speak to a lot of business owners. A lot of people try to grab my time. They talk to me about their challenges, their issues. This budget is going to send them all underwater.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch and see this. Watch this space. Cut Through Ventures came out and said $1.8 billion was deployed into startups in Q1.
Yeah.
It was the highest since the peak of 2022. 81 deals, 29 accelerator rounds.
I wonder how they're feeling. I wonder how people that are the LPs that have gone into these funds for capital deployment into new ventures. How are they feeling about? I feel like the rug's been pulled. You know what I'm most upset about? I don't know. Our vlog is always positive. There's high energy here, but I want to speak for the people here for a minute.
Okay.
What I'm most upset about is we've got a set of rules and we've been playing.
Yeah. Those rules have changed.
Midway through the game, they've changed. And that is not fair.
It's not easy. Not easy.
And so 1.8 billion is amazing.
It's amazing.
Funds are up, but my goodness, I have concerns.
So things may change. Side Stage Ventures has secured $40 million for its second fund. They're targeting $50 million. Interestingly, on a people side of things, Airtree have appointed their first CEO, Alicia McDonald, who's stepping into the CEO role after 10 years at Airtree.
Yeah.
Showing the changing nature of the maturity of how some of these big VCs in Australia are operating. Former Treasurer Josh Frydenberg is stepping into Airwallex as a formal advisor for their new global economic.
That is hand in glove, perfect.
Global Economic Advisory Council. There's a couple of other big wigs.
What a big pump for Airwallex to have the former Treasurer of Australia.
It's huge.
That's huge. I don't think it gets any better than that.
And chair of Goldman Sachs here in Australia.
Unbelievable.
Catch Group, the Leibovich brothers. We haven't spoken about them for a while, but they have come out. The cobwebs are off and they have picked up Click Frenzy. You remember Click Frenzy?
I remember.
The first time Click Frenzy ever came out, which was years ago, all their servers melted and crashed on day one because there was so much traffic, people looking for deals. Well, the guys who do deals, catch of the day, these guys have taken over it, so watch this space.
I'm excited for that.
Zip.Co, your mates.
Yeah, Larry.
They lost their trademark dispute in court and will have to change their name in Australia.
Very interesting. You know, I was actually throwing the ball with my dog and buy now, pay later founder who escaped. This is my next door neighbor. I'm like throwing the ball. He's like, hey, how's it going? Good. We're having a full conversation and I'm trying to dive on, hey, what are you up to? What are you doing? And it's like, oh, nothing much. Just sitting, really low key. But it was awesome to see him in the park.
Do you know fish burners?
I do.
Fish burners have gone into voluntary administration in Sydney.
The fish got burnt.
Oh, well. Obsession. We've got 2 topics under obsession today.
Yeah.
This SaaSpocalypse that we've spoken about a couple of times. Atlassian was caught up in that swell. They just released their latest earnings. Share price popped 30%.
Yep.
Do you reckon it was all smoke and mirrors? Because I've spoken with some businesses who use Atlassian's product, and they're like, "There's no way we would vibe code or use Claude Code to build our own tools. That works. We need to move on and focus on what we're great at and servicing our customers."
I heard Mark Benioff say something very similar.
Did you?
Earlier this week, yeah. He's been through a lot of SaaSpocalypse before. This is not a new thing for him, but he's really excited about being able to get closer and more, more stuff done for the customer. He's really excited about it.
Do you use Uber? Australians are obsessed with Uber and Uber Eats.
I got less obsessed with it because I did the numbers.
Well, this is the numbers. Revenue jumped more than $2 billion for Uber in Australia to $14.5 billion last year.
sense.
That's big.
That makes sense.
That's big revenue.
Uber Eats. I mean, you and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
Uber Eats, they take a very handsome.
I think there was an article in the AFR a couple of months ago which was showing upwards of 28% or more premium for just doing it via Uber Eats versus driving down to the shop and buying it yourself.
And the rest.
And the rest. And the rest.
You know what I noticed?
It's very convenient.
Not to out. We love Uber.
I see
We
Sim
love
using
Jody.
Uber Eats.
Well,
I see Sim using Uber
we love Jody Oster. But what I found was in app, the price is different to.
They do. They do. There's a couple of clips here, there, and everywhere. Let's go global. Let's go with Google for a second. So Google have their own venture arm. There are a lot of these funds like Salesforce. You mentioned Mark Benioff. Salesforce have their own venture. Well, Google Ventures has had a couple of massive wins recently. So they put in $3 billion into Anthropic 3 years ago. And that $3 billion is now on paper worth $112 billion.
You know what I read earlier this week? I actually didn't read it. Our boys Adir and Adam.
Yep. You listened to it?
In their latest podcast, talks about Sam Bankman-Fried.
Okay.
And
I heard this.
He made some investments. I mean, the guy's in jail now and doing time for fraud. But if he would have kept, I'm laughing because if he would have kept his shit clean,
he'd be.
He would have outpaced Buffett.
Wow. Okay, that's big.
That's big.
That's big. All right, tune into the Contrarians to listen to that. The other Google Ventures deal was SpaceX, your baby. They put $1 billion into that, now worth $107 billion, and that's even before they IPO.
June 12th.
June 12th.
Are you ready to go? I don't think I'll get any set. I'm gonna apply.
Of course you are.
For stock. I've got some cash sitting on the sideline, ready to go.
Of course you do.
The chances are I probably won't. I might get like 10% of the fill.
Yep.
If I'm lucky.
Well, some other companies that you've invested in, Nvidia, have just ticked over the $5 trillion market cap. They're now at 5.4 trillion.
Do you know when I got in?
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Google passed Apple to be the second biggest company in the world from a market cap perspective.
Google
4.7 trillion. And then we've got Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon to round out the top 5.
You know, interesting. I just placed a bet on Microsoft. I bought some stock, and I was like, and I was arguing.
Sounds like you're hedging your bets with the companies you're investing in.
No. I
balanced portfolio.
Why are we buying Microsoft versus Google?
Yep.
And actually, the consensus is the upside in Microsoft is quite significant, despite the fact that Bill Gates and the Bill Gates Foundation completely exited from Microsoft.
Completely exited. Let's go from chips to space.
Yep.
Anthropic's ARR continues on an absolute tear. If people have been watching this, we've gone from 1 billion to 4 billion to 12 billion to 19 billion to 30 billion, now 44 billion based on the latest reports.
I like that number.
Big number. Anthropic signed a deal with SpaceX
I'm so excited about this.
compute partnership powered by NVIDIA GPUs. So NVIDIA... No, that one's not.
Not that one?
That's not in space. We're going to space. We're going to space.
Data centers in space, huh?
I was watching 2 nights ago. It's the SpaceX, what do they call it? The pod?
Yeah.
Dock with this International Space Station.
Oh, Stacey.
And Elon Musk tweeted out saying that let's not take this for granted, but this is simple stuff these days. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, SpaceX IPO in June, as Toby said before, they're targeting 1.5 trillion. So they're just stepping straight into the $1 trillion bucket.
If there's any good juju out there, I've got money. I'm going to apply. Please give me as much as I can get. Please.
To wrap up, last month we had a .com end of the era. Lastminute.com.au was shutting down after 25 years. And sadly, 2 weeks ago, the news came out that one of the pioneer search and directory businesses, Ask Jeeves.
Remember?
Ask is closing his doors. I went to Ask Jeeves headquarters in the early 2000s back in the UK.
We ain't asking Jeeves anything ever again, are we?
Ask Jeeves is done and dusted.
Is that us? That's
it.
us.
We're done.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
June 12th.
Bye.
SpaceX.